everybody. This is Tpull's Corner during Evergreen month. It's our 1 year anniversary, and we're repeating what we did last June. We're taking one of the Evergreen terms that Wizards of the Coast is defined in the cards, and we're focusing on it. So, in this case, it's Menace. In the definition of Menace is a creature with Menace can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. So we've basically built a deck. This one's mono red. It's got a little bit of equipment, mostly because of this guy, the Armory Veteran we have for him. As long as he's equipped, it has Menace. And our whole goal is just to get the creatures down and have enough people that can attack and do enough damage that they need to double block us in order to stop the damage. And we'll see how it works out, right? We just want to overwhelm them with this one mechanic. And we start off with our Ancestral Anger. We only have 3 copies so far, so we're using the 3. Target creature gets trample and gets +X+turn, where X is 1 plus the number of cards named Ancestral Anger in your graveyard, and then you draw a card, so it replaces itself. And that's kind of cool. In that way, if there's 1 card in the graveyard, then the X will be 1, and you'll get trample +2, and that's so on and so forth. We have End the Festivities. Deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature and planeswalker they control. So if somebody tries to do, Scoot Swarm and multiply them by 100, we can take them all out in 1 shot. Rabbit Battery. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has haste, and you can reconfigure it. This is a Kamigawa card. And so the cool thing is, once you reconfigure it on somebody, it counts as being equipped, right? It counts as an equipment. That's why it's called Equipment Rabbit. So if we put it on our Armory Veteran will get the +1/+1, and he'll have Menace. So that's kind of cool. We got Simian Sling, another one from Kamigawa that's an equipped creature. Creature gets +1/+1, and whenever Simian Sling or a creature equipped with Simian Sling becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to defending player. So this is kind of cool because if we can equip Simian Sling on something like Armory Veteran or whatever's available that has Menace, then if we get through an unblocked creature, we just get the damage. But if they double block, we're still going to do damage to the defending player. We've got Spikefield Hazard. This is in case we have trouble with land. We can just add it down as tap land. But also, if they do something tricky in battle and they beat us by 1 all of a sudden, we could still maybe take out the opposing creature. We always have to worry about flyers, so we've got Cliffhaven Kitesail. We can attach that to any creature we have, so we can always have a flying creature as a blocker. I found that's more useful than having 1 or 2 flying creatures in the deck. Is just let's get a piece of equipment out so that we can always have any flyer whenever we need it. We've got Leather Armor. Equipped creature gets +0/+1 and has Ward 1. A little bit of removal. Destroys target artifact or deals 3 damage to target creature. The Armory Veteran we mentioned. We have Lizard Blades, 1 copy of that with double strike, and we can equip them onto Armory Veteran, make him a 3/3 with double strike. Or I'm sorry, we can just make him a 2/2 with double strike. He doesn't get a +1. I'm thinking if we manage to get Rabbit Battery, Simian Sling, and Lizard Blades all onto 1, then he'd be like a 4/4 with double strike. We have Ogre Head Helm. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, and if we want to deal damage, we can sacrifice the card. If we do, we discard our hand and draw 3 cards. So we really just want to try and empty our hand and have it ready for this guy to give us a little bit of extra redraw there. Our other removal card, Thundering Rebuke, it does 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. This is really, I think, the only card in here I have that does anything against planeswalkers. Goldvein Pick, equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever you do damage, you create a treasure token. This is just kind of to help us out with the Armory Veteran, but also we might need the treasures. We might need it. Weathered Runestone. Non-land permanent cards in graveyards and libraries can't enter the battlefield. Okay, I have no flashback cards in here. I have no disturb cards in here. I have no Raise the Dead cards in here. Other players do. I don't want them to play any of those. So on the off chance that we're up against those kind of decks, this can shut down a lot of their nonsense. And probably I've been hanging around CBG too long, virtually just watching him on YouTube because I'm starting to use his language. Brimstone Vandal. It's a devil. It's 4 of them. They're 2/3 with Menace. And this is from Innistrad, so we have the day-night transformation. Whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, Brimstone Vandal deals 1 damage to each opponent. So if we can make the days change, then we just have to sit there and just watch the points add up. We don't even have to attack. Fearful Villager, 2/3 with a Menace, and at night he turns into a 4/3. Peerless Samurai from Kamigawa, a 2/3 with Menace. Whenever a Samurai or Warrior attacks alone, the next spell you cast this turn costs 1 less to cast. And so it's important to note that Armory Veteran is a Warrior, all 4 of those guys. We have Shackles of Treachery to gain control over target creature because we've got a lot of 1, 2, and 3 mana cards, and we don't have a lot of power in here, really, not by itself. So if they come up with, a 6/6 flyer or something, maybe we can take it over and do something that way. We have Gift of Wrath from Kamigawa, an enchantment aura that gives an enchanted permanent +2/+2 and gives it Menace. So most of our cards already have Menace. Armory needs to be equipped, so we could give it to Armory Veteran, make him a 4/4, and suddenly he doesn't need to be equipped to have Menace. He could just do it with this enchantment. And get down there, hey. Let's make sure. Gift of Wrath, thank you. Get back to the right place. Okay, anyway, when he leaves the battlefield, you get a 2/2 red spirit creature token that has Menace that you see off to the right there, that spirit. We have 1 copy of Toralf, God of Fury. Whenever a creature or planeswalker an opponent controls is dealt excess non-combat damage, Toralf deals damage to the excess to any target other than that permanent. I don't have a lot of direct damage, so we're going to ignore Toralf probably for almost all of the matches we have, and we're going to concentrate on using Toralf's Hammer. We can bring it down for 2, we can equip it for 2, and if our creature doesn't have Summoning Sickness, assuming we have 6 mana, we can then tap that creature for 2, unattach the hammer, and have it deal 3 damage to any target. So we're mostly looking at this since I only have, I have a Braid, right, and I have Thundering Rebuke, and that's all the removal I have. Here, this is like a repeat Thunder Strike, yeah? Now the hammer goes back to my hand, so what I have to do is I have to have 6 mana available to bring it down, attach it, and then tap the creature, unattach it, and do 3 points of damage. So otherwise it's going to take a couple turns to do everything. But if they can't destroy artifacts, then anything that's 3 or less we can take out. I have Falconwrath Celebrants. This is a 4/4 creature with Menace, and when they enter into the battlefield, we create 2 blood tokens. I have 3 of those. I have Songmad Treachery. Most of the time we'll probably use this as a tap land, but it's like Shackles of Treachery, but we just don't get the little advantage here of the destroying target equipment attached to it. Let's see. We have Volatile Arsonist. He's got Menace and Haste. Whenever he attacks, it deals 1 damage up to 1 target creature, 1 target player, and or 1 target planeswalker. At nighttime, deals 2 damage. Again, still just 1 choice of target. And finally, Olivia's Attendants, a 6/6 with Menace. And whenever she deals damage, you create that many blood tokens. And at that point, if we've got enough mana to bring down Olivia's Attendants, and we can get 1 strike in, then we can basically throw away any extra lands we get in our deck and try and get to a good spell. Alright, we've got 21 mountains, 2 Field of Runes, so that's 23 there, with Songmad Treachery and Spikefield Hazard. That gives us 25, and that should be enough for this, because we go look at it overall, we've got 23 creatures, and we've got 23 lands. Okay, with including the 2 tapped, I got 25 lands. It's a cheap deck. It's 2.5 on average, but we'll probably get, look here, we've got 5 mana casting spells and 1 that costs 6 mana, and we're probably going to get 2 or 3 of those in our opening hand. That's the way Magic treats me these days. Anyway, remember to like and subscribe to the videos. It's Evergreen month. Our Evergreen term from Wizards this day is Menace. We're going to see if other decks are equipped to deal with Menace. Here we go. That's enough land to start with, I think. We won't complain about that. Get out there. Okay, we've got our 1-drops and our 2-drops. Put down our veteran. We can attach this for 0. Ta-da! Look at that. He has Menace already. And because he has Ward 1, if he's got a black removal card with only 2 mana, it's not going to work. Power Ward Kill will not work right now. He needs more land. More land, more mana. And maybe that's why he's thinking so long on turn 2. Do you have a 1-mana card that can affect him? For any new players, the leather armor gives the equipped creature ward 1. What did he do? What? Baleful Mastery. Okay, so he tried to pay 2 mana for it. And he's gonna scoop. Okay, let me explain this for any new players that might be watching. I equipped a leather armor onto the Armory Veteran. The feature of the leather armor is that he has ward 1. And that means whenever my Armory Veteran becomes a target of a spell or an ability that an opponent controls, the spell is automatically countered unless they pay the ward cost. So if he's got a 2-mana spell, here you have Baleful Mastery, and it's got an alternate cost at the bottom. The trick is, if he doesn't have 4 mana, he can cast the same spell for 2 mana, but I get to draw a card. So I got to draw the Spikefield Hazard because that was part of the cost when he cast it. But he spent the 2 mana he had, and then it hits the Armory Veteran, and he doesn't have the 1 extra mana he needs for the ward cost. So the spell fizzles, but I got the card out of it. So that mistake is all that he needed to scoop, and that's our first match. And I can't really say that Menace was the hero here. Really, Ward was the hero here, right? But we'll keep playing, and we'll see if Menace can kick into high gear. Here we go. Okay, our first test of the deck. I usually don't have enough removal the first time I do things. And the fact that I have 2 spells already that cost 5 is not the greatest. Is this a mirror match? Because I have Armory Veteran? Just say hello! What do I want to do? That is equipment, but he can't afford it yet. So what if I just put down Tpull's Hammer? That is unacceptable. So removals are already coming in handy. But my guy is not legendary, so the hammer does no benefit to his strength. However, it has this ability. So as long as he puts down somebody with 3 hit points or less, I should be able to deal damage to all of his creatures. Should I put that down as... Yeah, I'm going to put that down as tap land. I'm going to try and get the Celebrants out. My opponent has removal 2. And we got orcs and dragons and goblins. Yep. There goes my samurai. Okay, Celebrants come out instead. That's 4 points of damage. He's got enough to equip it right away. So what happens if I equip and then we unattach it right away? And then we still have enough mana to bring it down. We're not attacking, but we are getting rid of each of his creatures. And there goes more of his removal. Okay, fine. Let's do it again. You got 2 fireballs. I got 2 celebrants. He's going to run out of fireballs eventually. I'm not going to run out of Tpull's hammer. You spent a long time looking at that. Alright, let's put this puppy down. You know, as soon as I get the upper hand, suddenly nobody wants to let me make a move. We were going just finesy-dancy fast when it was his turn only. I have no legendary warriors in here. Nothing that can help benefit Tpull's hammer. But the gold vein pick does help. Okay, I'm tapped out. Finally got a 5/5. Still not enough to defeat a Faraday's fireball. But now I'm getting some treasure. Which means I can use Spikefield Hazard in an emergency if I need to with the treasure. And we can start just kind of filtering through our land, right? Because we have 7 land. That should be enough for everything we need to do. Not sure what card he's got that's making him pause. Let's just use our tokens. Filter through our deck in case he has a good surprise coming at us next turn. Okay, we'll keep that. Swarming goblins. Oh, this will be fun. Destroy target artifact. Oh, interesting. He destroyed the gold vein pick. Okay. It's not that we want to equip something else. We're going to activate this, target him. We could just kill him, but I sort of want to make him hurt. We can reconfigure him now. Attach to the armory veteran, and then we have Menace. Then we take out one of the 2 blockers, and he can't block us. Then autoplay. And we win with a Menace deck because he couldn't block us. That's how it works. How long does it take to find a basic land? There you go. It's a mountain. Hey, look, I can find a mountain too. You see how quickly that happened? All right. And we have haste. First blood is mine. Your turn. It's turn 2. I recommend you lay a land down. That's what I would do. We're going to be impatient because we have haste here. We got rabbits out. The rabbits want to attack. Hey, it's still your turn. Yeah, there you go. Lay another... Oh, it's going to be another evolving land. Oh, how long is this going to take now? I'm so impatient today. Okay, at least he got a different land out. Yeah, it's still your turn. End your turn. Let me have a turn. I'm probably going to end up losing this game too. This is going to be so irritating. Hello? Take that. I don't like you. You take too long. I got a mono red deck. I don't need to think. I just need to put down my creatures and attack. It's not really a swarm deck. It's a menace deck, but even so, that's all I really need to do. Okay, it's turn 3. I recommend you put down a land. You can do it. So exciting. Oh, he's roping me now. Oh. What did I do to deserve these YouTube opponents? There you go. All right. Thinking. I'm not thinking. I meant to say your go. I was moving too fast. There you go. Do you have another land? You didn't lay down a land last time. That's a 1 mana cost spell? What is up with that? 3 damage for 1. Somebody's cheating. Now the cool thing is, even though I don't have haste, I do have reconfigure, so I can have him do the damage now. Ta-da! And if he kills the battery, I get to keep the Simian Sling. Could have done a reverse. It's going to be fun when I get the Celebrants out. Zorn. Nope. Go back. Alright, we may pay for this, but we're going to play Song Mad Runes as a land. And if he puts out a creature, we're going to use Gift of Wrath. Okay, that's what we wanted. Do you have a counterspell? Okay, there we go. I can pay that. Why did you bother doing that? I still get to hurt you. It's very strange. Yeah, now we have 2 blockers. Oh, he has Menace. Okay, what do we want to do? 3, 4, 5. Let's just bring down our guy. And we're not going to do anything after that. Don't have counters yet, so I don't have to worry about the Backstreet Bruiser. Cephalid Rogue. Okay, if he attacks, I can block him. He does not want to block him. Okay, so the question is, can I reconfigure the rabbit to attach Falcon Wrath? And everything moves over. That's fun. In the meantime, I'm going to take this guy, if you don't mind. He's going to be mine. That's right, he's going to be mine. We're going going to resolve that. I can pay the cost. And we're going to attack with this guy and this guy. That's not a guy, but you know what I mean. That's two chicks. He's going to block his own creature even though he was going to get him back. No? Take the 8 points of damage? You can't block with just him. He's got Menace. You need 2 blockers for that. We gotta wait for him to realize it. Oh, come on. You can't block with 1 creature against a Menace. This is the point of my deck. You have Menace. You should know how Menace works. If you've got a card named Menace in your deck, you should know how it works. Now he's dead no matter what, because we're going to attack with Simian Sling. Knives. So he gets to draw a card. He's going to discard a card, and so he can put a +1 counter on that particular creature. Good game. He either takes a point of damage and dies, or he blocks and Simian Sling does a point of damage and he dies. He's tapped out. He can't do anything. Yeah, it's your go. It's your go to die. Are you going to be rude and rope? No, he's going to do it. Yay! He's going to block. You're dead. That wasn't really a good game. That was way too long. But you saw what impact it happened when we had a good Menace creature on and he couldn't block him. That's the point of the deck. Alright. I got my butt kicked twice in a row. I had gotten rid of... Let's see. What did I get rid of? I got rid of 1 Brimstone Vandal. And I went ahead and added a second copy of Thundering Rebuke, because I did need more removal. But I'm thinking the Ancestral Angers, they're not working out as well as I needed them to. So I think I'm going to get rid of them. And we're just going to look for something that costs a couple that can still do damage so that we can take out some people, some things. So let's see, what do we want to do? We can do Cathartic Pyre that deals 3 damage. That'll give me a little something to do against a Planeswalker as well. We can do Royal Eruption and... yeah, we'll do Sizzling Barrage. We'll try that. Let's see if that does us a little bit better. Here we go. There's our new damage card. See, as a 1-drop, Ancestral Anger would have done no good here, but if he drops a creature... lovely new Capenna card. Let's go ahead and put down the Goldbane pick. Peerless Samurai. So they'd become a 3/3 lifelinker if they untap another citizen. I don't think they can hurt me. Okay, so we're going to attack now. Get to do the damage, and then this only costs 4 instead of 5. Excellent. Are you gonna tap me, bro? Okay. What do we want to do? I think we just want to attack, right? I should have put the gold vein pick on somebody. Sorry, I messed that up. In the meantime, let's throw away a land. Yeah, that didn't help us out much, did it? It's still an instant. More pets with no counters on anything. Interesting. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of you now. And let's see, we'll put you down. Take control of you. Attack with everybody. Get him a treasure token. And now he can't really afford to attack me with all those people. Really? That's a mistake. Okay. Yeah, and I get the citizen instead of him. Nice. Notice that he can't attack the two Menace. They have the lethal damage already, so should not have attacked with all those. Chandra Duck Sleeves. Kamigawa Avatar. Kamigawa card. Let's see. We have sorceries and sorceries. So I guess to block him, we're going to need something a little more permanent on the field. You thought that was a fair trade? Now we start with the Menace. Yeah, hey, he didn't cast any spells. Let's do another Brimstone Vandal. I just got rid of one of those from the deck too, so I could get the more of these direct damage cards in there. Ah, Cosmos Elixir. Gross. Okay, so let's see. We can do this. We can reconfigure. Five points outpaces the 2. Hopefully he doesn't have another one of these right away. That would make for a very long game. He has another Ronin. So nice. 2 spells, 2 damage. I hope that 2 points of damage was worth it. Let's see. Thundering Rebuke. I'll put down my 2 spells. And now I can block your opponent. That's so sweet. Okay, so he gets 1 point of trample in. Oh, but it gave him first strike, so he survives. Okay. That's fine. Here's another one. See, I need 7 to do direct damage to his face on that. So maybe we don't hit his face. Maybe we just do this. Good game. He knows he can't stop me. No way does he have enough creatures that he can put down. 1 creature? 2 creature? Not enough to stop the Menace. He can stop 1 Menace, but he can't stop all of them. And this is the beauty of Menace. He can't block... There we go. He could block 1 creature, but not 2. Alright, that's our Menace deck. And you saw we did pretty well. We just need to get down a couple of creatures with Menace, get into a solid enough position that we can afford to attack with 1 or 2 of them, and then just watch the enemy try and deal with them. And usually what happens is they don't pay enough attention to the fact that our creatures have Menace. And I don't think that Menace is a huge part of Magic right now. You know, it's strange because, you know, they're dealing with every expansion. They're putting out cards that have Menace, but usually there's only 1 or 2 cards that you come across against any particular kind of deck that has Menace. And here we've got Menace all over the place. And so it's not just something they have to keep in track of against 1 or 2 creatures. It's our entire board that they have to double block. And if they're not paying attention, they're not going to build up their defenses appropriately enough. And by the time they realize it, it'll be too late. So it worked pretty well. We lost like 2 matches, I think. We won most of the others. And yeah, it was kind of fun. That's the current use of the current meta. So we had some Innistrad cards that we introduced that we didn't use last time around, 'cause we didn't have Innistrad last year. We got the Kamigawa cards that we used there. We still use some of the old ones too. We used the Call Down card, Shackle of Treachery. Zendikar is still in there, Thundering Rebuke and Sizzling Barrage and Royal Eruption. So all of our removal was actually the older stuff. And then for equipment, we used the Kamigawa cards. And that's basically it in a nutshell. We used pretty much every expansion that's out right now to make a modern deck. And remember to like and subscribe. We'll come back another day with another deck with another Evergreen term to focus on. In the meantime, this is Travis for Tpull's Corner. Thanks. Have a good one.